Welcome back to my Road Power TV channel. Imagine walking into your garage early in the morning, pressing the key, and hearing a deep, refined rumble that instantly reminds you this is not just another luxury SUV. This is the 2026 Porsche Cayenne Turbo, and it exists to completely rewrite what people think an SUV can do, because this machine is not built to compromise between comfort and performance. It is built to dominate both worlds at the same time, and the moment you look at the new design you immediately notice how aggressive yet elegant it feels. With a wider stance, sharper LED matrix headlights, a sculpted hood that looks like it was carved by speed itself, and a front facade that screams power even while standing still. The rear is even more dramatic with a full-width light bar, quad exhaust tips that hint at the thunder hiding underneath, and a sporty roofline that makes this large SUV look like it's ready to launch off the line like a sports car. And that is exactly the point, because the team at Porsche wanted to create something that doesn't feel like a typical family hauler but instead feels like a supercar wearing an SUV body. And once you open the door, the experience becomes even more insane, because the cabin feels like stepping into a futuristic cockpit rather than a traditional luxury vehicle. You are surrounded by curved displays, premium leather stitched with absolute precision, brushed aluminum and carbon fiber accents that remind you this machine means serious business, and the massive digital driver display gives you every piece of information you could possibly want, while the new infotainment system responds instantly with smooth animations and seamless connectivity. The ambient lighting wraps around the cabin, giving you a calm, luxurious vibe at night, while the sport seats hug you tightly, reminding you that performance is always the priority here. And then you press the start button and everything changes, because the heart of this beast wakes up. Under the hood sits a brutally powerful twin-turbo V8 engine that produces staggering horsepower and torque numbers that feel almost absurd for a luxury SUV. And the way this engine delivers power is nothing short of addictive, because the acceleration hits instantly and relentlessly, pushing you back into the seat as if physics suddenly stopped applying. 0 to 60 happens in a time that embarrasses many sports cars, and the way it keeps pulling beyond highway speeds feels almost endless. But what truly makes the Cayenne Turbo magical is not just the straight-line speed, it's the way it handles corners, thanks to advanced all-wheel drive, rear axle steering, adaptive air suspension and torque vectoring systems working together to make this large SUV feel shockingly agile. You turn the steering wheel and the car responds instantly with precision and confidence. Body roll is almost non-existent and the grip feels limitless. It honestly feels like you're driving a sports coupe rather than a full-size luxury SUV. And the dual personality is what makes this vehicle so fascinating, because one moment you're carving through mountain roads with incredible control, and the next moment you're cruising quietly through the city enjoying a smooth and refined ride that absorbs bumps effortlessly. The adaptive suspension constantly adjusts to road conditions, making sure you always get the perfect balance between comfort and sportiness. And when you switch to Sport Plus mode, everything tightens up. The throttle becomes sharper, the exhaust becomes louder and more aggressive, the steering becomes heavier and more precise, and suddenly the Cayenne Turbo transforms into a performance monster that begs to be pushed harder and harder. The exhaust note alone deserves attention, because it has this deep aggressive tone that builds into a powerful roar when you accelerate hard. It's not just noise, it's emotion, it's excitement, it's a reminder that you are driving something truly special. And despite all this performance, the practicality remains impressive, because there is still plenty of space for passengers and cargo. The rear seats are spacious and comfortable, making long trips enjoyable for everyone. The cargo area is large enough for road trips, shopping or weekend adventures. And the advanced driver assistance features make daily driving easier and safer, with adaptive cruise control, lane keeping assist, night vision, traffic jam assist, and a 360-degree camera system that gives you complete confidence in tight spaces. The technology inside the Cayenne Turbo feels cutting-edge, with wireless smartphone integration, premium surround sound that turns every drive into a concert, over-the-air updates that keep the system fresh and modern, and a customizable digital interface that adapts to your preferences. But perhaps the most impressive thing about the 2026 model is how it balances efficiency with insane performance, because the new engineering improvements help optimize fuel consumption without sacrificing power, showing that performance and responsibility can coexist. And this balance makes the Cayenne Turbo not just thrilling but also practical for everyday life. You can drive it to work, take it on long road trips, pick up groceries, drop kids at school and still enjoy a machine that feels like it belongs on a racetrack. And that versatility is what makes this SUV so appealing to people who want the best of every world without compromise. The build quality feels rock solid. The attention to detail is everywhere, from the satisfying click of every button to the perfectly weighted steering wheel. Everything feels engineered with precision and passion. And when you drive at night, the Matrix headlights illuminate the road with incredible clarity while automatically adjusting to avoid blinding other drivers, making night driving safer and more relaxing. And the more time you spend with the Cayenne Turbo, the more you realize how carefully every detail has been designed to enhance the driving experience. From the ergonomics of the cockpit to the balance of the chassis, it all works together seamlessly to create a driving experience that feels complete and refined. This is a vehicle that doesn't just transport you from one place to another, it transforms every journey into something memorable and exciting. It turns boring commutes into enjoyable drives and long road trips into adventures, and that emotional connection is something that few SUVs can truly achieve. The 2026 Porsche Cayenne Turbo is not trying to be the most practical SUV or the most luxurious SUV or the most powerful SUV. It's trying to be the ultimate SUV that combines all of those qualities into one incredible package, and it succeeds in a way that feels almost effortless, because every time you press the accelerator and feel that surge of power, every time you take a corner and feel the incredible grip and balance, every time you step inside the luxurious cabin and enjoy the premium materials and advanced technology, you are reminded that this is not just transportation, this is passion, engineering and performance coming together in perfect harmony. And if you have ever wondered what happens when a legendary sports car brand builds a luxury SUV without holding back, the answer is right here. The 2026 Porsche Cayenne Turbo, a machine that proves you really can have everything in one vehicle: speed, luxury, practicality, technology and excitement, all wrapped into a stunning and powerful package that refuses to compromise. We'll see you next video.